You know, I told you guys it was only a matter of time, and today is that day. Ladies and gentlemen, Carmelo Anthony has been indicted by a grand jury, and ding, 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 what do you know? First degree murder. Okay, now there was a lot to say that he probably would get something less than first degree. A lot of people are saying he would get off real easily. There's still a chance that he can get off with a self-defense claim and completely win this trial. But I knew for a fact that they were going to get him on first degree. There's no other way around it. And there was a lot of people around the area saying that the footage that was released to only certain areas of media would prove that this was a self-defense case. Now, we know that the grand jury saw everything. They presented evidence and they made a decision from there to indict. The fact that it's first degree and not something else, because that would have indicated to us in the first place what we're working with, right? What the grand jury thinks we're working with. The fact that they indicted on first degree gives us everything we need to know. But let's go ahead and see what the district attorney had to say. I think his name is Greg Willis. So you know we got Sarah Fields on the ground floor. She reported breaking. This is just a few hours ago, okay? I was doing another video while this came out. She said breaking. Collin County District Attorney Greg Willis announced today that a Collin County grand jury has indicted Carmelo Anthony for first-degree M-word in Frisco track meeting stabbing on Austin Metcalf, okay? So from that, let's just go ahead and see what Mr. Greg Willis had to say.
Good afternoon. Earlier this spring, our community was shaken by what happened at a school track meet in Frisco. The violent loss of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf. For weeks now, my team has been presenting evidence to the grand jury, and today I summarized that evidence, and I asked the grand jury to return a first-degree murder indictment against Carmelo Anthony, which they did. With this indictment, the case now moves formally into the court system. From this point forward, we'll continue doing our job both fully and fairly to pursue justice under the law. As for the scheduling of the trial, that will be up to the court. But when the time comes, we will be ready. Now, we know that this case has struck a deep nerve here in Collin County and beyond. And that's understandable. When something like this happens at a school event, it shakes people to the core. But let's remember that the justice system works best when it moves with steadiness and principle. That's what we're committed to, and that's what this case deserves. We're also mindful of Austin's family and everyone who loved him. Please keep them in your thoughts, and if you're willing, your prayers as well. Finally, let's remember that a defendant is presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law.
Now, that's pretty much it, right? Now, just from that video alone, people in the comments all over the place are going crazy. There's speculation, and I don't want people to get their hopes too high because remember, I think I might have been looking it up myself, but there's a lot of defense attorneys who would jump all over this case. There's like defense attorneys who are enthusiastic about this situation. So we'll see what turns out. I knew this was going to be a first-degree indictment because with everything pointing toward Carmelo Anthony, what exactly did everybody expect? Like anybody who gasped and said, first degree, you're actually kind of dense in the fucking forehead. But let's move forward, right? You got this news coming out, and swiftly after this, I'm talking swiftly, we got Minister, quote unquote, Dominique Baby Shaker Alexander coming out to Twitter to condemn the entire situation. So let's hear what he had to say because he always goofs up the situation, I promise you. Whenever there's something serious going on, he has to throw in his 2 cents that makes everything hella goofy. You can't even take shit seriously with this man, which blows my mind that the family still has this parasite around. But at this point, they go together. If I see the Anthony family, I better see Dominique Alexander with them because he's part of the family at this point. But let's see what he had to say. So he writes out, from Minister Dominique Alexander. Now, sir, your handle right above that says Minister Dominique Alexander. Like, I don't know if ChatGPT went down in Texas today, but clearly something's wrong because what the fuck? But anyways, just in case you didn't know who was talking, from Minister Dominique Alexander. Today we were informed by Collin County District Attorney that Carmelo Anthony has been indicted As many of you know, this is the first step in criminal proceedings, and now the legal process will move forward on trial. Over the past several months, I've worked closely with the Karmelo family to ensure they have the proper legal representation and support they need to navigate this incredibly complex and emotionally charged case. I'm surprised he didn't say racially charged, because that's what you turn this into, sir. And the fact that he brought up that he's been working with the family to find them legal representation, you know that's a damn lie. That's a damn lie. I cast that down, sir, because if you had any legal representation in their ears, they would have told the family to cut him away like the loose parasite that he is. Throw some bleach on him and maybe he'll die. Let me be honest. You notice he switched it to let me be honest instead of let me be clear. He still doesn't have any vocabulary, so he had to put honest instead. Let me be honest. It's easy to go on social media and give an opinion. It's easy to point without facts. And sadly, even more people who claim to be supporters have shared misinformation. Not always with bad intent, but still harmful. Well, guess what? I don't support nobody stabbing anybody, Mr. Alexander. So I don't know who you're coming after. And the fact that you have to reel in your crowd of idiots shows how stupid everybody is that supports you. Oh, don't share that. That's bad information. Yeah, bro, that shows you have a crowd of morons behind you. This case involves multiple minors and sensitive details that I cannot and will not speak about publicly. That is why from the beginning, I have refused to let this be tried in the court of public opinion. There will be a trial. There will be a courtroom. And Nagan is committed to making sure Karmelo receives a fair trial, free from lies, outside interferences, and bigotry. Oh, he had to add the little bigotry in there. Man, listen, he's the boy that cried wolf. Nobody could ever take Dominique Alexander seriously because of how goofy this man acts on social media. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way anybody could take this man seriously, bro. To the racists and bigots and those filled with hate who've targeted Karmelo, his family, and even myself, you do not intimidate us. We are not backing down. This case is yet another example of what it means to be black in America, where even our self-defense is questioned, scrutinized, and politicized. Wait, before I even move on, I just saw a video where this black man shot the shit out of another man who was trying to rob him. Bop, 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 boop, boop, boop. Bow. Dead. Fell over. Just the guy who tried to rob him, just fell over. Dead as fuck. You know what the police did? I don't know where he was. I think it might have been Texas or someplace. Anyways, police come through, ask him what happened. Luckily, he had a camera, but there's cameras in this case as well. You know what the police did? They took his gun for a day, reviewed his story, gave that shit back to him. He went on to live his fucking life. What are you talking about what it means to be black in America? Where self-defense is questioned. Sir, every instance of self-defense needs to be questioned. But just like the man who blasted the one who tried to rob him, he went on about his life because you know what? It was actual self-defense. Oh, being a black man, they have to question and scrutinize whether or not it was self-defense. No shit, you moron. Wait, what do you think? You just take my word for it? Oh, yeah, it was self-defense. No, don't worry about it, officer. No need to look into anything. But I'm telling you, logic is not where this man resides. It's like the logic avoids Dominique Alexander wherever he goes. My involvement, like many others, came as a direct response to the overwhelming hate, threats, and outside influence that has surrounded this case since day one. As we move forward, I ask that you, 1, pray for Karmelo Anthony's family, stand with us and fight against white supremacy, support the truth and due process. We are steady, we are focused, we are committed. Let justice speak in the courtroom. Minister Dominique Alexander, President and Founder, Next Generation Action Network. Justice for Karmelo. People Power. New Generation Action Network. We will not back down. Yo, he propped up his Next Generation Action Network at least 4 times in that damn message, bro. He's a walking advertisement, man. Coca-Cola don't advertise as hard as this man does. Nike don't advertise the level that this man advertises, okay? I mean, one of these advertisement agencies for one of these big corporations needs to pick this man up, okay? He has talent. He has talent. Maybe he could put his talents into something else other than bullshit. Man, he loves his Next Generation Action. I swear I haven't talked about AG Tactical as a channel more than this man ever has. This shit's crazy. But anyways, that's just something to stir up the pot. There's going to be a lot more information flowing after this indictment hits the courts. You know, obviously, we're going to live stream the new information that we find. There's going to be a lot more discovery, a lot more leaks that I'm assuming to see moving forward. So stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? Stay privy. Hit the like button if you're not already subscribed. You know, subscribe if you're not. And I'll see you guys real soon. Peace.